Hello, truth seekers. Okay, on to part 2 of discernment. So there's a video in the Truth Seekers playlist. Just go review that for the details, but we'll summarize the 2 steps, which was number 1, narrow down what it is that you're trying to discern. And remember, we're looking at discernment in a different way. We're not going to look at like, oh, I know between good and bad, and I'm going to discern to do the good. I mean, that's pretty simple. We're looking at 2 good decisions or 2 massive life-changing decisions. So like, am I going to get married? Am I going to have children? Am I going to take this job? Am I going to change my career? Am I going to retire early? These types of, decisions. Am I going to take care of someone, be a caretaker, that type of stuff. Okay. So narrow it down, like 2 or 3 max. Don't get into this 10 options and try to discern. And then when you narrow those down, ask yourself, why? What is my reasoning for doing this? Why do I want to do this? Truly, and sit with it. Okay, so today we're going to talk about part 2. So how do we actually go forward once we've narrowed down our decisions, once we've kind of gotten to the root cause and we find that, yeah, they're both pretty good roots, right? It's not for fame and for money and for greed and for the wrong reasons. Like I feel I have a purpose and a meaning. And yes, I would like to make money, but I don't need to be a famous rock star type of level type of thing, blah, blah, blah. Like these are the types of stuff that, yes, I would like to be a mom, but I'm kind of selfish with my time. And you kind of just really have the kind of come to Jesus meeting with yourself. Okay. All right. And then you take those decisions. And if you can, go to adoration or go to the church, sit in front of the tabernacle. Please, please, please try to be in front of God. Try to be in front of Jesus. And I know we've got some people who are still not able to, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, this thing just is no fun. Okay, I'm going to do this, see if it does it. I'm not touching it. I'm trying to keep it from looking at the messy bed as usual. Okay. All right, so you go in to Jesus and you say, okay, Jesus, I'm going to put myself into this decision. This is how my life is going to be. This is how my morning is going to be. This is how my day is going to be. Put yourself in it for a month, for 6 months, for a couple of years, for 5 years. What is your life really going to be like in that particular decision? And pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to how your mind is, your body, your soul, your spirit. What do you feel like? Are you anxious? Are you worried? Are you fearful? Or do you have like a little excitement? And don't confuse excitement with fear or anxiety. Maybe you've never done this before, but you have this excitement about it. Like that's how I was with my ministry. When I decided to start it, I had no idea. I had a lot of negatives going against me because I didn't know how to do anything to start it. But I had such a passion, this zeal, like bubbling up inside me that was like, well, look, I've got to give it a chance. And if it doesn't work out, at least I've given it a Girl Scout effort or whatever we want to call it, right? And we look to the Lord and we say, I did what I could and you opened the doors and, maybe I left some on the field. I don't know, that type of thing. Okay, so put yourself in both of those situations. Go through it for a good amount of time. Like I'm talking, sit in it, live in that role, or that decision, I should say, because I'm assuming your role will change in that decision, but live in that decision for, 15, 20, 30 minutes, however long. Bring a notepad in with you so you can take notes because you're going to do the same thing in the other role. And you want to make sure that you're identifying those emotions and writing them down because then you're going to flip yourself in the other role and you'll forget what the other ones were. So take notes and then talk to people that you trust, right? Your spiritual companions, your spiritual directors, coaches, maybe your spouse, if this is something that's going to affect your family and your marriage. Talk to people about where you think things are going, because God also speaks through others. But in the end, you must know this is your decision, that you cannot be swayed by even pushy, if not bullying type of people into this decision that this is God's role and meaning for you. You need to work on this with God. And if anyone starts getting in your kitchen and trying to influence you either way, just say, you know what? Thank you. I will come to you if I need anything, but I'm really taking this to God. This is me and God, or me and God and my spouse, or me and God and whoever else. Because we all have people in our lives that are a little bit pushy and really want their will in your life. And we just have to make sure that it's God's and spend that time with Him and pay attention to how our bodies feel, how our mind feels, how we feel. And do it again, do it again, and do it again. Do not rush this, because sometimes we as human beings have our own will override God's will, or even Satan's will, who wants us to take that second best decision, not the one of God's. And we have this like built up excitement because we are human. We get excited about things. And it may not be God. So that's why you have to take a little bit of time. Okay, everyone. Discernment continues. I hope it's helping you in your journey of life, because a new season is coming, and it could be a new season for you. You never know. But take that time, because you don't want to make a rash decision, right? All right, everyone. I love you all. Have a blessed and inspired day. Take care.